Hey guys, Andrew here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, this is my media-based channel as well. So guys, I have been rereading 12 Rules for Life for Dr. Jordan Peterson as well. And I've hit on something, especially with what's happening geopolitically at the moment. Someone on my live just asked what is the biggest issue he thinks our generations face. Guys, I honestly think it's actually entitlement. So they're like, oh, but our parents and grandparents had it easier. Well, really? Did they? Each generation had its problem. Like, my grandparents survived the Second World War. One of my grandfathers was actually a POW in Shanghai, and he had severe mental health issues to the point I never know him. His death was directly attributed to his mental health as well. My parents in Australia lived through the Cuban Missile Crisis, the Fitzgerald Inquiry, and also privatisation of the railway to the point that they had to set up their own businesses as well. So this is where I'm getting what Dr. Jordan Peterson is saying in his first rule of clean your damn room and have your house in order before you criticise the world. And guys, he is aiming it at younger people, at college students who are disinfected, who have been told through social media, through the education system, that they are owed the world. However, guys, there are simply going to be, whether it's societal, systemic, or religious barriers as well. So this is where I'm seeing that if your room is tidy, it's like that tidy room, tidy mind. So, but do you have the skills? Do you know how to make a bed? So in making a bed, you're going to need to have sheets, bedding, pillows. You're going to need to know how to do laundry. You're going to need to know how to use a vacuum cleaner, how to dust, what chemicals you need to use, and if you're in a dormitory, how to get on with others, how to cook a simple meal or a meal plan. And so then if you're looking at, okay, well, I want to upgrade bedding, or you're going to then have to know how to stick to a budget. And so if it's going to be cheaper to live off campus, well, are you going to need to have a part-time job? So it leads into accountability, doing the background stuff of cleaning, cooking, hygiene, and presenting yourself well. And that leads to self respect as well. And then one of his other rules, I'm not sure, is aim at something. So, guys, again, it might be finishing your study, whether that be TAFE, high school, general education, university, postgraduate, whether that be getting a job, whether that be starting a successful blog, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and getting it monetized as well. But guys, social media is so oversaturated. Even I'm finding this at the moment as well. But aiming at something, it gives you a purpose as well. So that is huge. And also, I have done a blog on here's tell the truth or at least do not lie. So we need to know what the truth is. That's the thing. You then have to have a moral or a philosophical framework or even a religious framework to work within. So how do you know that you're not lying? So you need to go and actually have a look at what's going on geopolitically, what's going on socially, what's going on religiously, having a look beyond what mainstream media is telling us. Essentially, that Reddit thread of do your own homework. But listening to people who have got different voices, who are challenging mainstream media, people like Russell Brand, Dr. Jordan Peterson, Fifth Kind TV, um, Joe Rogan. But again, having that critical thinking to know what you are doing, how they're doing it, do they have an agenda to push? And so there's things like Ground News that show you the bias as well. Really good book I recommend is Manufacturing Consent by Noam Chomsky as well. So, guys, I'm now starting to see what Dr. Peterson is saying and why he is attracting so many millions of followers, especially disaffected young men who have been told that they are the problem, that they need to give up their privilege. And then we're wondering why we're getting disaffected young men who don't want to achieve anything in life as well. So he's giving them something to aim at. He's saying, well, clean your room. So clean your room, get a job. If you've got a girlfriend, well, marriage protects them physically, legally, emotionally. And marriage is you two saying that, look, through sickness and health, we are in this together. It's you two against a problem. It's not your side, my side as well. You are then creating a wider family as well. And he is also bringing back Judeo-Christian values as well, culturally Christian, which a lot of the Western society is built on as well. So looking after each other, including those who are socially isolated, who um, may not have the resources and sharing resources. But he's also putting that in context as well. That like when people say, "What would Jesus do?" Well, remembering that flipping tables, going into the temple with whips and chains are actually in the realms of possibility. So he talks about in his lecture series, I'm not sure which one, becoming a monster, but being able to tame that monster as well. So being competent at something, being able to tell the truth. And being able to tell the truth, you need to know what certain words are. And so that's where he's saying be precise in your speech. Because if you don't know what those words are, you're going to be taken out of context. So having to think about what you're saying, not just saying it to get a reaction, is realizing how little you actually know is a huge learning curve. So, guys, we're almost at monetization. So, the best way you can support the channel is to subscribe as well. So, thank you so much for listening to the rant as well. So, guys, I will see you guys in the next video.